A woman was crossing the river with her child when she accidentally fell into the water. She was swept to the center of the river, and in the raging current, she grabbed a branch floating in the water and finally stabilized herself. Looking around, she saw no one, and as the water was about to swallow her, she gazed at the distant spirit mountain and vowed to the god Shiva, "Take my life, but let my child survive." Then, she lifted the baby high above her head, letting the river swallow her. In the rushing water, only the cries of a boy could be heard. The night passed, and with the sunrise, the child was still in that great hand. Villagers working nearby saw the heroic act in the center of the river and quickly swam over to rescue them. At the moment they took the baby, the woman's hand pointed toward the nearby spirit mountain, and then her body was carried away by the river. The child was adopted by the villagers and named Shiva. Strangely, Shiva was always particularly interested in Spirit Mountain above the waterfall. From a young age, he dreamed of climbing it to take a look. As he grew older, he actually began climbing. Although opposed by his adoptive mother, he could not stop the impulse to climb Spirit Mountain. Repeated failures only made him more determined to climb. By the time he reached adulthood, he could easily climb halfway up the mountain, but to reach the top of Spirit Mountain, he still had to cross a 20-meter deep chasm. He had already failed here 99 times, and today was his 100th attempt. But he still fell just short of success by a fraction. One day, a woman's mask was washed down from the waterfall. Shiva looked up at the peak of Spirit Mountain and guessed that there must be a beautiful fairy up there. He pressed the mask into the sand to make a face, then drew the hair, and a distinctive, beautiful woman appeared. Shiva, possibly in the throes of desire, imagined that a fairy was waiting for him on the mountain and ran quickly toward Spirit Mountain. When he climbed to the edge of the chasm again, he actually saw a beautiful woman on the other side. Even the blue butterflies were attracted to her. The woman swayed her graceful figure and began a beautiful dance. Shiva's eyes widened, and he could not control the agitation in his heart. For the 101st time, he jumped toward the opposite bank. The power of love was truly great. This time, Shiva easily grabbed the vine, but the beautiful woman escaped. Shiva pulled himself ashore and ran after her. Finally, he reached the top of Spirit Mountain, only to discover that the beautiful woman was actually a hallucination. While wandering around, he suddenly heard a woman scream and ran to check. A girl rushed out of the forest, and her running posture was quite graceful, which made Shiva feel desire again. But a group of soldiers suddenly came out from behind, clearly chasing the girl. It was time for the hero to save the damsel.